Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 6:30, and I will call this regular meeting of the Burnsville City Council to order. It is our tradition to stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and we invite you to join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have announcements for all of our upcoming meetings. Regular council meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, February 18th, and Tuesday, March 4th, 6:30 p.m. We have a work session scheduled for Tuesday, February 11th, 6:30 p.m., and an all-day work session. It's a special meeting on Friday, February 7th at 8:30 a.m., and that meeting is going to be held at the Nicollet Inn, 14201 Nicollet Avenue South. All meetings of the Burnsville City Council are held in the council chambers. Next item is citizens' comments. This is the opportunity for anyone in the audience to address the council on an item that is not on the printed agenda and not an application form that will be coming before us at a future date. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address the council? Yes, please. Come forward and over here. Your name and address for the record, please.
Okay, my name is Jim Gapp, and I live at 1608 Raleigh Drive in Burnsville here. And I specifically wanted to discuss the Black Dog Park closure for the deer season, or the deer hunting. And the reason that I am here is because it seems to me like it's closed for too long a period of time. Yeah, I believe it started on December 1st, and it's closed all the way to the end of March. And I know this isn't every single day, but it's kind of like an on again, off again. Check the internet if you can, and see if it's closed. And it seems to be like closed on the nicest days of the winter. Now I've lived in Raleigh Drive for 21 years, and yeah, and it's from December through May it's too muddy to walk down there, and I'm specifically talking about more the trails in the back more, which are fairly scenic, and then there's the period from June to September where it's way too buggy. You can't even go down there and enjoy it. And so the only really nice times, the comfortable time there without being inundated with bugs is October through March. And if it's my understanding that the deer season or the park closures from December 1st to the end of March. And I just think that there's a better solution to this. Do we know how many deer have been taken down in that park to
one
date?
of the things is that we don't have anyone from our Parks and Natural Resources here to speak to that item. And then our Parks and Natural Resource Commission really do the analysis of all of that and make the recommendations to us. So one of the things that we can do, Mr. Gapp, is have our staff take a look at that and get back to you, and then they will come back with a recommendation to us after it goes through the Parks and Natural Resource Commission to do that analysis again and to see how many, because they do take pictures of how many deer is there and then how many needs to be culled. I don't believe that we close that park down every year when we do have deer management activity.
Well, it's not closed 4 months solid. It's just, they pick a day and they decide when it, it's usually 20 degrees or above.
Yes.
When you want to do your cross-country skiing or snowshoeing or just simply walking on the trail.
Yes.
And I walked right in from my backyard right down the valley and into it, and And if you're snowshoeing, you aren't taking the normal trails.
Sure.
So you don't see the signage.
Sure.
And I've been down the other years where I've just been sledding with kids, and then you get approached by an officer, and
Yeah.
did you know that this is closed? And I said, no, I didn't know this was closed.
Okay.
And if it's going to be closed for 4 solid months, I'm totally against that. But I just think we should do something.
I don't believe that it
when we do
is. I don't
the 3
believe, but our city manager, Ms. Johnston, can address that.
No, I think it's actually on again, off again, but it's hard to
Yeah,
keep
I don't-
track.
Yeah, because I don't believe that we close it down.
No, Madam Mayor, members of the council, we don't close it down for that entire period, but what we can do is we can look to see about the communication. If you've left your phone number or email with the city clerk, what we'll do is we'll look at how we've communicated those closures, and we'll try to make sure that we haven't missed any pieces. You mentioned there was an entrance that you've gone to that didn't have it. We want to make sure that we know where those gaps are, so we'll
Well,
certainly do that.
I mean, to fill all those gaps, you're going to have to do a little bit of hiking, because it isn't easy just to, to close off all the gaps. But, so I'd just like to suggest that we look at some other alternatives, like what maybe Maple Grove is doing, where they do something that is safe, where they do like a 2 or 3 week bow hunting
And I
season.
think that's what we do. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we do. If it's bow hunting down in that area, it's a very short time that we do it, and that's all.
Well, I got a letter saying that from December 1st to the end of March. So,
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
certain, I don't have it with me, but I think that's what it said, from the time I got that letter to the end of March.
Mr. Gatt, we'll look into it, and if you can leave your address, telephone number, and email address, our staff can be in touch with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Did anybody else have any comments? Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council? Anyone else? Seeing no one, we will move on. The next is additions to the final agenda, and this is for emergency items only. Ms. Johnston, are there any emergency items to come before the body?
None from staff, Madam Mayor.
Okay, members of the council, any emergency items? Okay, we will move on. The next item is the consent agenda. This is a grouping of items that is considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. However, an item on the consent agenda can be removed for a separate discussion and vote. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes an item on the consent agenda to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? Anyone who wishes an item to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? Okay. Ms. Johnston, is there any item that staff wishes to be removed for a separate discussion?
None from staff, Madam Mayor.
Members of the council? If not, I need a motion for adoption, please. Councilmember Sherry makes the motion, second by Councilmember Keeley. All in favor, please say aye. 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 Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you. The first item on the regular agenda is a public hearing, and this is to approve an on-sale Sunday on-sale liquor license for Lucky's 13 Pub. And this is going to be located, it's going to be in Burnsville, doing business as Lucky's 13. And it'll be located inside the Burnsville Shopping Center at 915 County Road 42, and it's number 2033 within the shopping center. Presenting this evening is our city clerk, Mrs. Collins.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, City Council. This is an application for, this is on sale weekday and Sunday, liquor license for Lucky 13 Pub. The investigations have been conducted on the principals involved, and nothing was found to deny the license. The license will be issued with the condition upon receipt of all permits, fees, and inspections being complete. This is a public hearing. We have Ms. Linda Young as a representative here. If the council has any questions, I stand for any question.
I understand the investigation was done, and there was nothing that was found to deny the license. Am I? Yes. Okay. Very good. Any questions for Ms. Collins? Seeing no questions, then I will open the public hearing. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to the item? Anyone who wishes to speak to the item? And so if you would like to, any of the representatives from for Lucky 13, come and tell us when you're going to be open. This is an opportunity for you to give a little advertisement for Yes. And your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Linda Young, and I live at 1218 Sibley Memorial Highway in Mendota. And hopefully, right now I have 4 Luckies, one being in Bloomington, one in the city of Mendota, one in Plymouth, and also one in Fargo, North Dakota. We're really excited about being a part of the Burnsville location. I actually opened up the Champs there a long, long time ago.
Yes.
And I mean, I love the city, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us. I also own the Rudy's Red Eye Grill in Rosemont. Maybe you've heard of them.
Yes.
And I used to own the Axles and Bonfires. I sold those in 2008, and so now I'm working back up again. And Lucky's is a family restaurant. It's fun. Our food is all cooked from scratch. Everything is homemade. And I think it'll be a great addition to your city.
Well, thank you, Ms. Young, because I've been to every one of your restaurants, and I do remember when you. So, and I'm so glad that you've chosen Burnsville to open one of your brands,
Thank you.
Lucky 13, and I've been to the one in Mendota.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank
I
you.
look forward to seeing you all there.
When are you
hoping to-
opening?
We're hoping to open up, just trying to get through all the legalities of it by May or June, May hopefully, and you all will be invited to a VIP party, so you'll be able to taste all of our food and have a little opportunity to find out who we are if you haven't been there before.
Very
But we're
good.
really excited to be a part of Burnsville.
Well, thank you for choosing Burnsville, because I was always wondering why you didn't open a Rudy's Red Eye or an Axel's in Burnsville, but you opened all around.
We have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thank you.
Appreciate you coming to Burnsville.
Thank you for
Awesome.
coming. Okay. Seeing no one else to speak to this item, I will close the public hearing. Members of the council, your pleasure.
Move to approve.
Second.
Councilmember Keeley makes the motion, second by Councilmember Coughlin. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
We'll be looking forward to the announcements of your opening. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Young. The next item is the appointment of a youth commissioner to the Parks and Natural Resource Commission. Councilmember Coughlin is our liaison to the Parks and Natural Resource Commission. Councilmember Coughlin.
I'd like to make a motion to have David Bach appointed as the youth representative, the high school representative for that commission, and for the public to know that he's an Eagle Scout, he's an AP scholar, he's a junior at Lakeville North, but has lived in Burnsville for 14 years, and he would be a great addition.
Okay. And you're wanting his term to go
Run through for a year and a half till a year from June.
So we'll go to 15.
That is correct.
Okay.
I second the motion.
Councilmember Coughlin makes the motion, second by Councilmember Sherry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you. Members of the council, there are no other items to come before us this evening, and a motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved.
Second. Oh, sorry.
Councilmember Coughlin makes the motion, second by Councilmember Wynn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Good night, and thank you for being with us.